Hello and welcome to the Dutchman in San Marcos. I am the DISM and we're coming to you today with the next installment of the Cuban Rounds cigar box. Cuban Rounds cigar box. A taste of Havana. So anyways, we're getting close to the end of this project. Got a lot more done. And I get a bunch done today, and hopefully next show we should be playing it. So let me show you what I did, and let's get going. All right, let me update you on what I got done, and maybe we'll do a few things. But first of all, the neck, you'll see this little button right here. I found the pickup so we can install that. I had to find a jack though, which shouldn't be too hard. I'm sure I got it somewhere, but we won't show you that on camera. But yeah, I was going through my stuff and I had a bag of 3 of these. Oops, I dropped it. These are those little Apizio pickups. See right there. Hang on 1 minute. I'm gonna flip on. It might make it in this cut, but I've got a new camera right up there, and I'm gonna run it. I'm just trialing it. That's why I'm recording on this one as well, so that until I get that one, see how it works and how it feeds in. You know, all those technical things you got to do with new cameras. So hang on just a minute while I turn that on before I get too far into this, because I'm trying to get an overhead shot of the workbench so I don't have to keep going up and down. That way I can splice shots in and still talk to you. So hang on just a minute. Okay, here we go. So I've got our new camera running up there, and we'll see how that goes. But I'm going to tip you down so you can see some of my updates. I already showed you. Well, let me tip you down so I can, like I said, once I get that other camera rolling, I'll be able to get a little bit better filming. But as you can see, this guy fits right in here, and that'll go right behind the bridge over here. I gotta hot glue that in and cut a space for the wires, so we'll be installing that. The other thing I made was the piece for the strings, and I still got to glue this guy in, this guy right here. That'll go right like this. That'll go on this end in the center. So can you see that? This is my center line here, and that'll be the 3 strings coming out. Usually I go level to the box like that. That's why I got a little tip back, and then the strings come through. The strings come through, and the bridge will go on here. And depending upon how high the action is here, they'll pull down and come through. So as you can see, I marked the 3 strings so I can make my notches. So yeah, so we got all that done. This guy here, nothing new in here. Got the spring going. So then now we have to fret this guy, and so I won't show it all to you on camera. So I'll be fretting this guy up, which I don't know if I'll get it done all today. But as you can see, it's coming together pretty nicely. And I didn't realize it, I didn't say this the last time, but these little dots kind of go along with the dots that are in there, so it really kind of fits well. I didn't plan that, but that's just the way it came out of what I had. But I kind of like that. It'll be a nice it'll be a nice sound hole. So yeah, so that's where we're at. I'm gonna do some of this fretting, but I won't do it on camera. You see me pounding frets before, and then we'll come back. Oh, the other thing I got done, I forgot to show you, is you probably in the shot you can see it. I mounted the tuners, so the tuners are all mounted. I didn't put anything on the neck, not at this point. I left it all natural. It's pretty easy to do. My next finish I'm gonna try is tung oil, and so if I get some tung oil, I don't have any right now, then I'll treat it and have you watch that. But yeah, so I got tuners. So if I get this thing fretted and put that bridge here, I could basically string it up and play it. So we're looking really good at getting done. So let me break away and see if we can get these all fretted. Basically, I'll put 2 bags. I'll take it out. I won't bang it in the box. I don't want to break it. I'll put 2 bags on it and pound these in and see how it goes. So I'll bring you back after I got it done so you can see them. And maybe we'll mount that bridge there just to string it up and see how that goes. That way it'll be nothing left to do but to fine tune it. So I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So we're gonna start working on the frets. I got a jumbo fret, which is, you can see those. This one's a lot bigger. So that'll be the jumbo fret, which will be right here. And so we'll pound that one in. And that seems like it's holding pretty well. And we'll take our nice big cutters and cut this guy. Perfect. In the past I've glued them, but man, that baby, cutting those slots right, that one really went in there nice. It's pretty solid. So the next ones are these. I only do a few of these. That's our 0 fret. And as you can see, comparison, see? Can you see that? Oh wait, that's the jumbo. That's the same size. Sorry, I pulled the wrong. That's the jumbo. Good thing I looked at it. I pulled the new one out of the jumbo bag. We'll set that up there as well as this. I still have a piece left of that one. So yeah, so I took a few shots on that camera up there, and we'll see how that is. You might see more of that if it comes out okay. Okay, so here's the smaller ones, or the regular ones that are going on there, and you can see here's the jumbo. I don't know if you can see that size on there, but yeah, so we're just gonna put these in. If I get the tang right. These might need glue. They're feeling like the slot's too big. Oh, that went in pretty good. I still have, oh, it fell out. Yeah, I haven't developed a press to press them in yet. I guess these slots are good for the jumbo fret, because that one went in really well, which I was happy. So these we might have to glue after we get them in with the crazy glue. They fit in, but they're a little too loose. So that's a little better. So basically you just go down the line and then you cut them. So that's all there is to it. And we're going to go right on down the line. This one does seem like it's kind of pushing up and down. So we'll go all the way down and do those and get this thing all fretted. Because I don't want to, it gets kind of boring just going one at a time. So the next one goes on like this. I gotta see this one here. I can already feel is really loose. I can actually pull it. I can feel the tines grabbing, but it's not going to hold it in because the pounding does a little bit. But see, as you can see, it pops right out. So we'll cut it, and then we'll get the crazy glue out. I'm thinking if I she's not going to want to stick. So we'll get back to, because what I'm going to do is, since those tines aren't sticking, I'll actually lay some crazy glue in there, cut it, and then just glue it in. So then we'll just cut it. See if this will do it. Yeah, see, it pops right out. So we're going to have to glue them. And I found if I drip the glue before, I don't get as much on the sides. So, all right, so we're going to get this all fretted, and then when we come back, we'll have the piezo in there. What I basically do is I lay this thing in here, and then I'll put hot glue on it with a credit card and push it down. But I gotta make a little slot here for the wires to go through, and then glue that in. So that should do it. Remember, hopefully I'll have some better shots coming when I try my new camera. So be sure to subscribe, like, make comments. I don't get too many comments, so feel free to comment. Maybe I'm doing something crazy and you can help me. I watch a lot of other guys online, and I get tips and hints. I never would have done that spring thing unless I watched, I think it's, I can't remember the name of it. Dale Puckett did that on one of his cigar boxes and took his idea. I was actually watching him last night, and he was talking about tuning, and because he plays guitar as well, he said, yeah, tune your strings E, B, E, and that way if you're a guitar player, this is it automatically, you can find the chords easier, because if you play guitar, like the third fret is a G, so that would be your G chord, and so you could know the positions easier because it crosses over with guitar playing better. And same thing, the E and the B become your first two strings on your guitar, so you can play little licks on the guitar on those strings. So that was a good tip. I'm going to use it. Probably all my Cigar Box's guitar now will be tuned to EBE, because even if I'm selling them and giving them to people, you just let them know they're tuned that, and it's a lot easier to play right off the bat. So that'll be the show for today. Next week we should be making some music with this thing, and I'll even plug in an amp to this, and we're gonna hopefully get some better camera shots. So that was my big test today, and so actually I turned it off now, so I'm not getting it. But so subscribe, tell your friends. There's more better. That's not a word. There's better shots coming up, and so I'm trying to always improve my show. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.